Pablo Picasso, one of the most prolific and influential artists of the 20th century. Pablo's works were divided amongst periods in his life, including the Blue Period, the Rose Period, African influence, and Cubism. Picasso had many influences on his art, mainly the female form. Whatever wife or current mistress would always serve as his muse. Also, current events in his life. The Guernica, one of the most powerful anti-war paintings of our time, down to the bull, where he would recreate bullfights from his childhood. He would also portray himself as a minotaur in most of his work. Now it's time to recreate my own Picasso masterpiece over 5 tips. Here I am making my assemblage pieces to be the base of my canvas. Picasso actually founded this art movement where objects would poke out in a third-dimensional way from his work. For this particular NTNA challenge, we are keeping the focus on hand-painted art, so we are only allowed to use acrylic paint and nail polish. As a matter of fact, nail polish has to take up 50% of our work. As you can see, constructed cubism and assemblage played the major focus on the inspiration behind this nail tip. I'm also using different parts of the female form to bring in my Picasso style. Moving on to the next, I started off by sponging in a little bit of nail polish to create my background. To decorate the background of the tip, I came in with nail polish and a striper brush to create lines and patterns. Keeping the focus on a woman's face for this particular nail was very challenging. I had to work in a very deconstructed manner, which is not my typical style, but this is Picasso and I'm doing my best. My next nail tips inspiration comes from Sweet Home Chicago. On the east side of Daly Plaza sits the Chicago Picasso, which was a gift given to the city of Chicago by Picasso himself. My next nail tip comes from inspiration from one of my favorite Picasso paintings, The Kiss. He has used the kiss in several of his works, so I'm going to try to recreate my own version on the thumbnail. My final inspiration comes from a dog named Lump. Lump showed up in 15 of Picasso's later works, and sadly Lump died only 10 days before Picasso departed this world. So it was only natural that I'd capture this dachshund on the pinky nail of my Picasso set. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed my recreation of Picasso in a manicure. I hope to see you next week, for we will be covering Rocky Horror Picture Show. Be sure to vote at the link below, and thanks again. Your support is appreciated as always.